And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the Q&A box, also at the bottom of your screen. And please remember that because this session is being recorded, and the recording will be shared with all participants. If you have any questions, do share it with colleagues who couldn't join you today. So today marks the second session in our 4-part series, focusing on the business school. Let's go to the next slide to see the topics that we'll be covering today. We will cover topics such as reintroducing the University of Law, an overview of the business school, the program offerings, as well as the admissions, intakes, and fee and scholarship details. So I'm very happy to see more of you joining us. Warm greetings again to each of you. And now let me introduce our speakers for today's webinar. As you know, I'm Lily, the host for all sessions in this series. And joining me today is Mr. Ha Huang Anh, or Ender. And Ender is the Business Development Manager at Global University System, representing the University of Law. Mr. Ender will be our primary speaker for today's session, and he is eager to share with all of you the fantastic offerings that the business school provides. And before I hand over the floor to Mr. Ender, I want to highlight that following this session, you have the chance to participate in a quiz. So completing all 4 quizzes in the series will successfully earn you a unique ULaw agent training certificate. It's an acknowledgement of your expertise in understanding and recruiting for ULaw. So please remember to complete all the quizzes to earn your certificate. And now, without further ado, let's embark on our journey into the University of Law. So to begin with, I believe that our audience would appreciate hearing from you, Ender, an overview of ULaw. We learned about it in the first session, but it would be great to hear from another voice at ULaw for a quick reintroduction. So in your opinion, why do you think that ULaw is a fantastic destination for higher education for students all over the world?
Yeah, so hello everyone. So thank you for everyone for spending time to join the webinar today. I really appreciate that. Thank Miss Lily for introducing me. Again, my name is Ander. I am currently Business Development Manager of the University of Law in Southeast Asia. I currently based in Hanoi, Vietnam. So just a little bit about myself before we jumping into the content. I've been working in international higher education for 7 years now. I've been representing the University of Law for 2 years, and I also used to be an UK alumni. So if you have any question today, just feel free to ask me. I am more than happy to share my experience in terms of like the school representative and also the UK alumni who can help you to have like a different dimension of like studying and working in the UK. Okay, so moving to the first part, answering Miss Lily's question about the University of Law. Again, we are the University of Law. We also the largest and the oldest legal university in the UK, and we also train more practicing lawyers than anyone else in the UK. And just want to be very frank that we are the specialized university focusing on law and business, and we do not like train any professor doing any kind of research. So we don't join any ranking. And we founded in 1967. So it has been more than 55 years since the university was founded. And we are experienced in training practicing lawyer and business professionals. And our main focus gonna be employability, how to have students to get a job in the UK after graduation. And this is our number one target of the teaching quality and employability. And also we have a lot of like different learning methods. You can go to the UK studying full time with us, or you can stay in your home country and then doing the online courses. Okay, so next slide, please. And we have like many titles that we are proud of, but I will quickly go you through. Like, we 94% of our students employ after 15 months of graduations, and we are also 5-star university based on QS score ranking. And 5-star means that teaching, employability, online learning, academic development, and inclusiveness. And I just mentioned that we are heavily focused on teaching quality and employability. And then we have 17 locations globally. And in the UK, we have 15 locations in 12 biggest cities in the UK. So I won't go in detail in the next slide. But whenever a student comes to you and stating that they wish to learn with the experience the life in any big city in the UK, please remember the University of Law, because we are the university with the most campus in the UK. And also, when your students studying with us, they won't be taught by very professional and famous lawyers and then business leaders, and which is the best thing for the student to have another perspective, and they can learn a lot of objective and subjective opinions from our professors. And then, like I just said, we founded like 155 years ago. So we increased our community of alumni over 80,000 people. So your student, when they study and graduated from ULaw, they automatically become a member of the society to increase their professional development. And it's a lot of like working opportunity in amongst the huge society like that. And then we have some specialized and tailored career service that have students to utilize the time they're studying with us. Next slide, please. And then we have the title that we are very much proud of. Next slide, please. And the title we are so proud of that we are ranked number 1 for teaching quality, according to National Student Survey in 2021. And like I just said, there are two main points that we want to address about our qualities. The first one is teaching quality, and the second one is employability, how to have students to get a job in the UK after graduation. That is what we have so like focused and deliver students to that point. Okay, next slide. And then we have, like I just said, we have 17 locations. Sorry, it should be 17 locations globally and 50 locations across the UK. And all of our campus are located in the city center. It normally located in the area that have a lot of big law firm, and then we have the chamber of that city, because the campuses are located in the city center. So it's very easy for the student to commute every day to school because it near the public transportation. So we have 2 campuses in London, which is the capital. We call it Moorgate and Bloomsbury. Those campuses located in Zone 1, which is the city center of London. And then we have campus in Birmingham, Bristol, Nottingham, Manchester, Leeds, a lot of like big city in the UK. And our campus is located in city center, like I just said, and the student can easily to experience the life and exploring the culture of UK in different cities. Okay, next please. And then like I just said, we have London, and then we have partnership institutions, which is like the big and high-ranking university in the UK, such as like University of Reading, Liverpool, Sheffield, Exeter, a lot of them like Russell Group University. And our students can go and studying there, enjoy their facilities, but they won't pay our tuition fee and learning the program and a degree issued by the University of Law. So you can see that what I want to deliver here, that the student, they have a lot of like different options when it comes to locations. Big city, very big one like London or Birmingham, or smaller city with like very UK vibes with affordable living expense like Nottingham or Leeds or Bristol. Yeah, so please, this is our unique selling point for the University of Law. Yes, the next one. Yeah, so other than that, because we have a lot of like campuses, so we have the campus switch, which is mean your student can switch the campus after every year, but before they switching, they should check availability in that campus. So by the end of that wonderful opportunity, the student can like experience the different culture, experience the different city vibe of many big city in the UK. Okay. So like I just said, we are founded in 1867. Next slide, please. So there it had been 155 years. So we have a group of alumni over 80,000 people, and the connection with over, I think that we have nearly 12,000 connection with businesses and organizations as of now across 103 countries. So the student, when they study with us, they will gain a wonderful opportunity to get exposed to the big and the huge corporation in terms of law and business. Next slide. And we have very famous people used to be our alumni. Next slide, please. Um, like we have Sadiq Khan, he's currently our like mayor of London, and he used to be our alumni. And like I just said, we have a little different study modes. Like we have full time, your student can come to the campus, come to the UK, study full time, or we have like online part time or full time. Wherever they are, they can study with us and they won't get a degree issued by a very famous university in the UK. And we also have some part time, but this route is not highly recommended for international students because of the visa. So the first two options will be recommended to international student, which is full time and then online. Okay, next one. Yes, and yeah, yeah.
ULaw is indeed a unique university with strong history, diverse locations and partnerships, academic excellence, and a robust alumni network that expose students to wonderful career opportunities. And now we would love to learn more about the business school specifically, which is the central theme of today's session. So, Ander, can you please introduce us to the ULaw's business school and what makes the school unique?
Yeah, thank you. So, like I just said, we have two school, law school and business school. So today webinar we are focused on ULaw Business School. So for the business school, we are the part of the UK longest established provider of legal education, which is the University of Law. And for the business school, we also rank number one for student satisfaction amongst the university in England in 2020. According to National Student Survey, which is the title that we are so proud of. And for the business school, we are also ranked at 5-star university, like I just like explained earlier, that teaching quality and employability are the two main focus. And then for the business school, we also are accredited by many famous organizations such as ACCA, NCMI or AACSB or Business Graduate Association. And our degree for the business school are indeed globally recognized. So students can use any type of like our degree to apply for any job in anywhere else in the world. Okay. Next one, please. And then what make a difference? Like I just like repeated constantly that we are focused on practice, practical business application, and we focus on employability and engage with big like corporation in terms of businesses. And we have some special offer that I will like emphasize later in the webinar. But we are because we are what make a difference. We are focused on employability and flexibility. How to have students to get a job in the UK after graduation. That is gonna be number one focus of the University of Law Business School. And yes, next please. And talking about our courses, talking about our partner brands, we are currently strategic partnership with a lot of big and famous corporations. Yes, like Morgan and McKinley, NatWest, Deloitte, Alibaba Cloud, Deutsche Banks. And yes, our students, they won't have a lot of chance to get exposed to those organizations by being referred by the University of Law. They can get like coming to their office on a field trip, or they can be referred to apply for an internship or part-time job or even a full-time job, which is such a wonderful opportunities for the student. Yeah. So this is what make a difference.
Thanks, Ander. So the business school at ULaw is indeed a well-accredited, reputable school with strong industry partnerships. So now can you provide our audience with more in-depth information about the undergraduate as well as graduate courses offered by the business school and the admissions requirements?
Yeah, yes, thank you. So, in general, the University of Law Business School, we have teach from a bachelor degree and master degree, which is very popular for international students when it comes to study in the UK. So I will start with undergraduate business courses. So we have many popular options for the student to choose, such as like business management or with marketing or even like with law or accounting or finance. And the entry requirement for international student in general, we won't require them to study foundation program. If they, yeah, because the entry requirement is different based on the applicant uh, degree. So in general, we require foundation program and we teach it ourselves. So we will issue the offer for 4 years, 1 year of foundation program, and then 3 year bachelor degree. So the total going to be 4 years. And if your students currently studying IB, International Baccalaureate, or A levels, or some kind of like different international program, they won't likely to be accepted into the first year bachelor degree. And the next slide going to be the entry requirement for the business courses. Can you next, please? Yes. So for the foundation and business management, which is the package of 4 years, we require 40 points in UCAS and the IELTS own band over 5.5. And for the student who wish to accept to the first year bachelor degree, they will need A level score of BBC, and then the IELTS gonna be 6.0 and no band under 5.5. And as you may know that our entry requirement for business school is pretty reasonable and achievable for international student. And I think BBC is average score that most likely every student will get that. Okay. So this is about the bachelor degree of the business school, and the next one gonna be the master degree in business. Next slide, please. Yes, for the master business courses, we have many trending and highly requested courses such as MSc Business Analytics or Cybersecurity and Data Governance or Project Management, and these are very like highly demanding in terms of like job opportunities, and a lot of international students are coming to the UK to study those courses. And you can see on the right hand side we have two conversion courses, which are MSc Psychology and MSc Computer Science. Conversion means your student doesn't have to own a degree in that field, so they can own like a bachelor degree in any type such as marketing, finance, or even education to apply for psychology and computer science. And these courses are good opportunity for them to convert to change their career path and open up a new job opportunities. And I want to go a little bit deeper on MSc Computer Science because this is so highly requested and the demand is so high among our students. For MSc Computer Science, this is such an interesting courses because the student will have three pathway. The first one we call it pure computing. That means your student will study like some coding, some kind of like programming languages like other course. The second pathway gonna be computer science in business. They will become some kind of like management in terms of like technology. And the third pathway, very interestingly, they were learning about the computer science in law. So they were learning legal technology or cyber law, which is so demanding at the moment. So please, if you have any student interested in those fields and they would like to switch and open up a new career, please refer them to the conversion course at the University of Law Business School. And these are such a good opportunity for them. And the next slide gonna be the entry requirement for the master degree. For the master business, we require second honor degree or above from a UK bachelor degree or equivalent qualifications. So if you come from different nationalities, please check with the representative of the University of Law to like for the detailed entry requirement of each market. So, and then we require IELTS 6.5 and no band under 5.5 for master business courses. And if your student do not want to take IELTS, PDE, academic, or TOEFL, because next slide we're going to be about our university English test. Yes, we call it ULET. The ULET is completely online and it's structured like an IELTS test. It's going to be component of four skills: writing, speaking, listening, and reading. And the student will have one chance to take the ULET, and it's going to be free. So if your student pass the test, it's going to have them to save, I think, quite amount of money to apply for the IELTS. So yes, please refer them to us and then apply for the ULETs. Yeah.
Great, and a very clear understanding of the academic offerings that you presented. And I understand that the University of Law also includes a unique employment promise for its students. So can you please tell us more about this area and how it relates to the business school's offering?
Yes, so this is the offer that, thanks, Millie. This is a wonderful offer that I really want to emphasize, that I really appreciate that you can remember the offer after the webinar today. So for the business school, we have the special offer, which is employment promise. And please remember that we are the first and the only UK university to do so. And we guarantee that if the student cannot get a job after 9 months of graduation, we will refund 100% tuition fee back, and including 50% as cashback and 50% as credit toward another course. This is a wonderful and a guarantee from the University of Law, and it proves 2 points. The first one is our teaching quality. We are very confident to train and to teach the student in terms of like theory and business practice. And the second one is the number of our partners that we are very confident to refer our student to apply for a job. And again, this is the first and the only UK university to do so. And I really appreciate that after this webinar, our partner today can remember that and deliver this wonderful offer to the student in their market, because this is so unique and it is going to be a good marketing tool to promote the ULaw in the region. And the next slide, please, is going to be how one master degree work at the University of Law. So you can see that for the university, we teach the master degree is only 1 year. So it's going to be divided into 3 semester that you can see on the yellow part. They're going to be 3 semester. This one, 1, 2, and 3. And for the first semester, we have professional development, which is their academic, they learn academic subjects. And for the first semester, we have personal tutor, we call academic coach. This person gonna help them to understand the lecture better, and then help them with their like mini assignment or group assignment. So it's gonna be one-to-one support, and the student will book for the tutor to help them. And from the second semester, we have studying develop career plan. What is the career plan? It's a white paper, consultancy project, or business plan. And white paper is the most important thing. White paper means cover letter and CV. These are the 2 most important tools for anyone to apply for any job in anywhere else. So we will have the student to preparing for that. And for the like career plan, we have the support very unique. We call it one-to-one coaching, or we call it career coach. So every week they will meet with their career coach online or offline. Like they will learning about each other and start building the CV and the cover letter. And the career coach is also the person who will refer them to like available vacancies job. And then they also do the mock interview with the student, which is so helpful for them. And then we have student journey advisor. This person is all about well-being and some kind of like insurance, anything related to the student life in the UK. And imagine that those three people cannot help the student to get a job in the UK. Don't worry, because we have 9 months later. It is we call employment promise. This is the backup plan of the student, making them feel more secure with us and feel more confident when they choose to studying with the University of Law. Yes, so I just like presented to you about how one master degree business school work at the University of Law. And we have a little different three different people helping student one by one in the journey of getting a job in the UK. Yes.
Yeah, that is a really strong support network that the student may receive if they choose to study at ULaw Business School, right? And now a key topic of interest to many of our partners is tuition fee and scholarships. So could you please share with us, with the audience, what will be available?
Yes. Okay. How can I? Okay. Yeah. So the tuition fee and scholarship, this should be I can confidently say that it should be our number one unique selling point, because it's finance is a topic that everybody caring a lot. Like the student, like the parents, they caring a lot about the finance. So we are very proud of like we delivering such a good and high quality courses, but with a very like reasonable tuition fee. Next slide, please. The tuition fee for the September intake at the moment, you can see that we divided into two types of tuition fee in London and outside London. And the tuition fee ranging from nearly 17 to a little bit over 18,000 pounds. And then the scholarship we offering is £2,000 per year for undergraduate student. Please remember that this scholarship is applied for every year. If they study for 3 years, they gonna be gets the total of 6,000. If they study for 4 years, they will get a total of 8,000. And then for the master degree, we offer 2,500 to 3,000. And then we have early bird discount. And then the net tuition fee after the scholarship and the early bird is going to be 14,000 to 15,000, which is so reasonable. At the moment, in the UK, you know, the inflation in the UK is pretty high. So this scholarship is pretty achievable. I think is pretty affordable and reasonable. Next one, please. Next slide, please. Yes, and then for the master online courses, we do offer, I think, attractive and competitive tuition fee. The net tuition fee is around 10,000 or 11,000 for master law, and then for the psychology and conversion is over a little bit over 9,000 pound. And then the student will stay in the home country with that. They don't have to worry about the living expense in the UK, and then still after 1 year they won't receive the master degree issued by a very famous and trusted university in the UK, which is the University of Law. And yes, the next please. And our next intake for the business school, yes, gonna be June 24. Sorry, yeah, June 24 and then September 24. And at the moment, we are giving out the early bird discount for those two intake of £500. So if you're a student interested in the nearer intake, which is June, they should apply right now at the moment to receive all the scholarship and early bird discount. And then the next intake gonna be September 24. And then it's also the time for them to apply for that intake. And we do give out such a wonderful like a scholarship for the student to apply. Yes.
Thanks, Ander, for presenting very clear information on the key aspects of the business programs at the business school so far. And now we will come to the final topic of the day, which is about the application to ULaw. So could you please shed light on this process?
Yes. So yes. So in order to submit the application to University of Law, you need
If
to
you
log in
have
the
any
Good Gateway.
questions, please feel
This
free
is
to
the
drop them
portal of a
in the
global
Q&A
university
box,
system.
also at
And
the
then you will
bottom
click on
of
create
your screen.
applications.
And please
And
remember
then
that
you
because
will click
this
on
session
the
is being
logo
recorded,
of the University
and the
of Law,
recording will be
and it
shared with
won't
all
and
participants. If
follow
you
the
have
process.
any
And I can tell
questions,
that
do
the
share it with
application process
colleagues
for
who
ULaw is
couldn't
pretty
join you
easy. It
today.
takes only around 20 minutes to
So
complete
today
an
marks
application.
the second
So
session
please
in
remember,
our
in order to
four-part
be
series focusing on the business school.
eligible for commission,
Let's
every
go to the next
application
slide
must
to
be
see the
submitted via
topics
Good
that we'll be
Gateway.
covering today.
Okay. And
We
then
will
the
cover
University of
topics
Law
such as
joining cashew. So the
reintroducing
next
the
slide, please.
University of
And
Law,
then we
an
process
overview of
cash
the business
for the
school,
student is
the
pretty
program
like in the
offerings,
fast
as well
process.
as the
It takes around
admissions,
like 2 weeks
intakes,
for
and
the University
fee
of Law
and scholarship
to
details.
issue a student a CAS.
So I'm very
And
happy to
then
see more of you
there
joining
you can
us.
see that
Warm
the CAS
greetings again
process
to
are
each of you.
pretty like
And now
clear
let me
and
introduce
easy to
our
follow on
speakers
cashew.
for today's webinar.
Yes. So I
As you
received
know,
a
I'm
question.
Lily, the
Should I
host
answer it now,
for all
Lily?
sessions in this series.
We can
And
answer
joining
it
me
later.
today is
Okay, yes. So
Mr.
yeah,
Hao
cashew.
Ang or Ender.
Please remember we
And
joined
Ender
cashew
is the Business
to
Development
issue
Manager at
to
Global University
comprehensive our
System,
process
representing the
in
University of
issuing
Law.
tasks for our international
Mr. Ender
students.
will be our
So there are two
primary
things I want to
speaker
address.
for
The
today's
first one,
session, and
application
he is
must be
eager to
submitted
share
via
with
God's
all of
Gateway,
you
which is very
the
easy.
fantastic
Takes only
offerings
20
that the
minutes.
business school
And the second one about
provides.
CAS. We joined
And
cashew since last year.
before I hand
So
over
the
the floor
student
to
will
Mr.
process
Ender,
CAS
I
in
want
a
to
very
highlight that
highly
following this
development
session,
application.
you have
Yes.
the chance to participate in a quiz. So
Okay,
completing
so the application
all four
process, like I just
quizzes
said,
in the series
the
will
student will apply
successfully
for
earn
a
you a
course
unique ULaw agent
via
training
God's Gateway,
certificate.
and
It's
then
an
the University
acknowledgement
of
of
Law
your
normally
expertise
issue
in
the offer
understanding and recruiting
in
for
only
ULaw.
one day.
So please
If the
remember
student
to
meet the entry
complete all
requirement,
the quizzes to earn
so
your
it's very easy for
certificate.
them to get the
And now,
offer
without
and very
further
fast.
ado, let's
And then for the
embark
first
on
step,
our
make a
journey into the
prepayment.
University of
For the
Law.
international student
So to begin with,
requesting
I believe
pass,
that
they
our
need to
audience will
deposit
appreciate
£6,000
hearing from you and an
to process first
overview
step
of
with
ULaw.
ULaw.
We
And
learned
then
about it
for the
in the
other
first
step, they will
session,
follow
but
the
it would be
instruction
great
in
to
cashew.
hear from another
And I just
voice
said
of
that if your
ULaw
student
for a
is
quick
very clear in
reintroduction.
terms of like
So, in your
document,
opinion,
it's
why
only
do
take
you
around
think
like
that
2 weeks
ULaw
for
is
the
a
University of Law
fantastic
to issue them
destination
a
for
CAS.
higher education for students
Yes,
all
next
over the
please.
world?
Yeah, so okay, so hello Okay, everyone. so to wrap up thank you the for everyone
uh,
webinar today regarding the ULaw Business School. I really appreciate that. I just want to Thank Miss focus Lily for
uh,
on
introducing
the
me.
University
My
of
name
Law
is
is the
Ander. I am
largest and the
currently
longest
Business Development Manager of the
legal provider
University of
in
Law
the
in
UK,
Southeast Asia.
and
I
we
currently
also
based in
have
Hanoi,
trained
Vietnam.
more practicing
So,
lawyers than anyone else.
just a little bit about
We have
myself
80
before we
plus
jumping into the
alumni all
content.
over the
I've
globe,
been working in
17
international
campuses
higher
globally,
education for 7
and we
years
have
now.
campuses
I've
in
been
big cities in the
representing the
UK,
University of Law for
and
2
we
years,
focus on
and I
business and
also
legal
used to be
practice,
an UK
and
alumni.
we
So if you have any
heavily
question
focus on
today, just feel free to ask
employability
me. I
with
am
the
more than happy
unique
to
employment
share
promise
my
for the
experience
master
in terms of
courses,
like the school
master
representative
business
and
courses.
also the
We
UK
guarantee
alumni
that
who can
if your
help
student cannot get a
you to
job
have like
in the UK after
a
9
different
months,
dimension
we will
of
refund them
like
on
studying
100%
and
tuition
working in
fee.
the UK.
And we have a lot of different
So
range
moving
of scholarship,
to
ranging
the first
from
part,
2,000,
answering Miss Lily's question
3,000,
about the
and the
University of
tuition
Law.
fee starting
Again,
from
we
around
are
like
the
30,000
University of
pounds.
Law. We also
And we
the
have a lot
largest
of
and the
different
oldest legal
choice of
university
programs in
the,
law
in the UK.
and business,
And
in
we
bachelor
also
and
train
master
more
degree.
practicing lawyers
And
than
last but not
anyone
least,
else in the
we
UK.
have the University of Law
And I
Elite
just
Test.
want
We
to
call
be
it
very
ULaw,
frank that
to
we are the
replace
specialized
any
university
English proficiency
focusing
test.
on law
And this
and
test
business.
is free,
And we
it
do
won't
not,
take
the
like
student can
train
have one
any
chance to do
professor
that. Doing any kind
Yes,
of
that is the end of
research.
my
So we
presentation
don't join
today.
any ranking.
So if you have any
And we
questions,
founded in
just feel free to ask
1967.
me. We are
So it
very
has
happy
been
to
more
answer
than
that.
55 years since the
Thank you very
university
much,
was
Mr.
founded.
Ender, for
And we
sharing
are
your
experienced in
invaluable
training
insights
practicing lawyers
into
and
the
business
business school at
professionals.
the University of
And,
Law.
and our main focus
I'm
is
very
going to be
confident that following this session, our
employability,
partners
how
have
to help
gained
students to get a job
a
in the
deeper
UK
understanding
after
of the
graduation.
business school's
And this is
offerings.
number one
And before we
target
transition to
of the teaching quality and
Q&A session, the final
employability.
Q&A
session.
And also
It
we have a
is
lot of like
essential to
different learning
remind you
methods.
all
You
that
can
today
go to the
marks the
UK
second
studying
session
full time
of
with
the
us,
University
or you
of
can
Law's
stay
Asian
in your home
Training Series.
country and
It's a
then
series
doing the online
comprising of 4
courses.
sessions. So can
Okay,
we
so
go
next
to the
slide,
next
please.
slide, please?
And we have
After
like
each session,
many
you
titles that we
will
are proud of,
receive
but I
a
will
link
quickly go
to complete
you
the
through
quiz.
like
And
we
the quiz for the
94% of our
second session
students
on business
employ
school
after
is
15
now
months of
available.
graduations.
You
And
can
we are
access
also
it by
5-star university
scanning
based on
the
QS World
QR
ranking.
code on the
And
screen, and
5-star
my colleague will be also be
5-star means
posting
that
the
teaching,
link for you in the chat
employability,
box.
online learning,
But no
academic
worries, we will
development, and
surely follow up with
inclusiveness.
you
And
after
I
the
just
session
mentioned
so
that
to
we are
remind you to
heavily
complete the quiz.
focused on teaching quality and
And ensure
employability.
that you
And
complete
then we
this
have
quiz as well
17
as any
locations globally.
remaining
And in
quizzes.
the
There are
UK,
4
we have
quizzes in
15
total
locations
to
in 12
earn your
biggest cities in the
distinctive
UK.
ULaw
So I
Asian
won't
Training
go in
certificate.
detail with the next slide. But
And
whenever
looking
a student
ahead,
comes
let's
to
go to the
you
next
and
slide.
stating that they
We will
wish to
have more
learn with
sessions
the
in our
experience life in
series
any big city in the
scheduled for
UK,
next week.
please remember the
The next
University of Law
session
because we are
on
the
March 5th
university with
is
the most campus in the UK.
particularly important.
And also,
It is a
when your
guide
students
to
studying
just
with
get
us,
away with
they will be
ULaw
taught
learning and
by
development
very
training. It is
professional
highly
and famous
recommended that you
lawyers and
attend
then
this
business
essential
leaders.
session,
And which
tailored
is the best thing for the
exclusively
student
for
to have
ULaw
another
partners.
perspective,
And our
and they can
trainers
learn a
will
lot of
cover
objective
topics
and
such as
subjective
commissions
opinions from
and
our
contracts,
professors.
providing
And then,
invaluable
like I just said, we
insights
founded
into the
like
process and tools.
55,
And additionally, the
155
final
years
session
ago.
of the
So
series
we
on March
increased
7th
our
we will focus
community
on
of alumni
recruitment and
over
marketing for
80,000
ULaw.
people.
So
your
attendance
student,
at
when
all
they
of these sessions
study
is
and graduate
highly
from ULaw,
beneficial for
they
you.
automatically
But
become
in
a
case
member
you
of the
miss any
society
session,
to
you can
increase
catch
their
up by
professional
watching the
development.
recorded
And it's a lot of
sessions
like
and
working
subsequently
opportunity
completing the
in
quiz.
amongst
So don't
the
miss out on
huge
this
society
opportunity
like
to
that.
earn your
And then we
certificate
have
for
some
completing all 4
specialized and
sessions.
tailored career service
And
that
furthermore,
have
can you go
students
to the
to
next slide,
utilize
please?
the
As
time
a
they're studying
reminder,
with
you
us.
can
Next slide, please.
initiate student
And then
recruitment
we are the
for
title that
ULaw
we are
through the
very much
Just
proud of.
Gateway portal.
Next
For
slide,
Law
please.
CAP and UCAS application, please tap
And the
all
title, we are
applications
so
by
proud of
emailing
that we
BT
are ranked
student's
number 1
name,
for teaching
application proof,
quality,
and
according to
application
National
email
Student
address
Survey in
before or after
2021.
the application is
And
submitted.
like I just said,
And for
there
all
are two
other applications,
main
please
points that we want to
apply
address
directly
about
on
our
the Just Gateway
qualities.
portal.
The first one is teaching
And
quality.
now let's
And the
turn
second
our
one is
attention
employability,
to the
how to have
audience.
students to get a
We
job
are
in the UK
eager
after
to hear
graduation.
from you.
That is what we
Please
have
start
so
sending your
like
questions
focused
in the
and
Q&A
deliver students to that
box
point.
located
Okay,
at
next
the
slide.
bottom toolbar
And then
on your
we
screen.
have, like I just
We
said, we
are
have
very
17
eager to hear from
locations.
you,
Sorry,
and
it
we have
should be 17
dedicated
locations globally
time for your
and
questions.
50 locations
So
across
please
the
feel
UK.
free to
And
ask
all of our
anything.
campus are located in
And
the city
I'm here
center.
to assist in
It should
moderating and
like it
organizing your
normally
questions
located
for
in
our
the
speaker and there
area
to
that
answer
have a
live.
lot of big law firm.
And I think
And then
we have
we have the
received
chamber of
one
that city
question, some
because
questions
the
in the
campuses
chat
are
box
located
so
in the city
far.
center. So it's very easy
So
for the
one
student
partner
to
asked
commute every day to
the
school because in
deadline
India the public transportation.
to
So
follow
we have 2 campuses in
to apply
London,
for
which
the
is the
early bird
capital. We call it
discount
Moorgate
for the
and
June
Bloomsbury.
intake. I know
Those
that
campus
Andrew
located in
have
Zone
already
1,
answered this
which is the
question,
city
but
center of
please
London. And then
answer
we have
again
campus in
so that
Birmingham,
everyone
Bristol,
Yes,
Nottingham,
thank you.
Manchester,
So
Leeds,
basically,
a
for
lot
the
of
June
like
intake
big
deadline,
city in the
it
UK.
should be
And our campus is located
the 8th
in
of April
city
for
center,
submit
like I just said,
application.
and the student can
And
easily
the
to
catch deadline
experience the
for
life
that
and
gonna be
exploring
15th
the culture
April.
of UK in
And then
different
on the
cities.
website, you can find
Okay.
the early bird discount. I
Next,
think it
please.
should be around
And
May
then
to student to
like I just said,
enjoy
we have
500
London and
pounds for the
and
early
then
bird
we have
discount for
partnership
June intake.
institutions,
And
which is like
yeah,
the
this is going to
big
be special
and
intake
high
because
ranking
the University of
in the
Law
UK,
extend a
such
little
as
bit
like University
deadline
of
for the early
Reading,
birds.
Liverpool,
So if you have
Sheffield,
any
Exeter,
student
a
holding
lot of them
conditions,
like
offer
Russell
or
Group
unconditional
University,
offer,
and our student
and
can
really
go
interested in
and
studying with us,
there,
please ask
enjoy
them
their
to pay the
facilities,
deposit
but they
of
won't pay our
6,000
tuition
to
fee
enjoy
and
that scheme or
learning the
deadline.
program and a degree
Early bird discount,
issued by
sorry.
the University of Law. So you can see that
Thank you,
what I want to
Ander.
deliver here,
We
that
have
the student,
another
they have a
question.
lot of like different options when
Which
it comes to
documents
locations.
should be
Big city,
submitted in order
very big one like
to
London or
receive
Birmingham,
offer from
or
the
smaller
University
city
of Law?
with like very UK
Yeah,
vibes
yes.
with
Thank you.
affordable
living expense like
the document
Nottingham
should
or
be
Leeds or
like
Bristol.
Yeah, so for this,
varies
this
for
is our
different
unique selling point
background
from the
of
University of Law.
applicant. But
What's
the
the next
basic document gonna be the first one is transcript.
Yeah, so
The current transcript or
other than that,
final
because we have
transcript.
a lot of
The
like
second one
campuses,
is
so we have the
degree.
campus switch,
If they already
which is mean
graduated,
your
like they should
student
be
can
like high
switch
school
the campus after
diploma
every year,
or
but
even
they
a
can.
bachelor
But before they
degree.
switching, they
And the
should
third
check
one is
availability in that
purpose of
campus.
statement,
So
personal
by the end of
statement.
that
And
wonderful
for those
opportunity,
from
the
those
student can
document, the University of Law
like
will
experience the
issue
different
the
culture,
student a
experience the
conditional
different
offer
city vibe
with an
of many big
international
city in
bursary on
UK.
that.
Okay.
And then the student will submit
So, like I
the
just said,
ELIC
we
test,
are founded in
a certificate, or
1867.
even
Next
taking
slide,
the
please.
ULaw, and then
So
they will
there
receive the
is had been
unconditional offer, and which is very
155
easy
years.
document to
So
follow.
we have
And
a
just
group
to,
of
to
alumni
remind
over
that the University of
80,000
Law only
people,
take
and a
to
connection with
one or two
over,
business day
I think
to
that
issue
we
the
have nearly
student the
12,000
offer, which is very
connection
quick.
with businesses and organizations as of
Thank
now
you, Ender.
across 103
and
countries.
partners, you are
So the
welcome
student,
to
when they
send
study with
any
us,
other
they will
questions that
gain
you may have via the
wonderful
Q&A as a
opportunity to
reminder.
get exposed
And
to
now
the
I
big and
think
the
I
huge
have
corporation
another
in terms of
question
law and
here.
business.
Yes.
Next slide,
Please.
How
And
long, yeah,
we
how long
have
does it
very
take for the
famous
University
people
of
used
Law
to be
to
our
issue
alumni.
the offer, and
Next
will
slide,
there
please.
be any separate
Like
forms
we have
for the
Sadid Khan,
scholarship?
he's currently our
Okay, yeah, that's
like
brilliant
mayor
question.
of London.
Like I
He
just
used
said
to
that
be our alumni.
if your student
And
has
like I just said,
enough
we have a little
document,
different
and
study
then
modes.
they
Like we have
meet the
full
entry
time. Your
requirement,
student can
the
come to the
University of
campus,
Law admission
comes to
team
the UK,
issue the
study full
offer
time,
in
or we
only
have like
one
online
business
part
day.
time
We
or
are
full
very
time.
quick on that. Please
Wherever they
remember
are,
that.
they can
We are
study
so
with
quick
us,
on
and
that.
they won't get a
And
degree
then
issued by a very
for the
famous
student
university
apply,
in
they
the
will
UK. And we
automatically
also have
receive
some part
international
time, but
bursary.
this
There
group
is
is
no
not
separate
highly
form on
recommend for
that.
international
But
students
when they
because
receive
of
the
the
offer,
visa.
they will
So the
have a
the first
variety
two
of different
options will be
scholarship for them to
recommended to
apply.
international
You can
students,
check it
which
on
is
our website.
full time and then
So for
online.
those scholarship,
Okay,
they
next
will
one.
need a separate form. So it won't be in the applicant portal. But for the
Yes,
international
and
bursary, there is
yeah,
no required form for that.
ULaw is indeed a unique university with
Yeah,
strong
let
history,
me share in
diverse
the box chat the
locations and
website link of
partnerships,
our
academic
international bursary,
excellence,
of our
and a robust
scholarship
alumni
anniversary.
network that
So
expose
the
students
partner
to
can share
wonderful
with
career
their
opportunities.
student.
And now
Yes.
we would love to learn
Thank you,
more
Ender.
about the business school
And I think
specifically,
it
which
appears
is
that we
the
have
central
covered all
theme
the content
of
for
today's
today
session.
and no further
So, Ender,
questions.
can you please introduce us to
have been
the
read.
ULaw
So
business
as
school
we near
and
the
what makes
conclusion
the
of our
school
session,
unique?
I would like
Yeah,
to
thank you.
extend our
So,
appreciation to
like I
Mr.
just said,
Ando
we
Huang
have two schools,
for
law school
generously
and
sharing
business school.
his valuable
So today,
insights and
today webinar, we
expertise
are
with us
focused
today.
on
Thank you, Ender.
ULaw Business School.
And once again, I
So
want to
for the business
express
school, we
gratitude
are
to
the
each
part
of
of the
you, our
UK
partner,
longest
for being a part
established
of today's
provider of
session
legal
in the
education,
ULaw
which is the
Agent Training
University
Series.
of Law.
Your time
And
and
for the
active
business school, we also rank
participation
number
are
one for
truly
student
valued.
satisfaction
We eagerly
amongst the
anticipate your
university in
presence in
England
our
in
upcoming
2020.
sessions, and should you have any
According
further
to National Student
inquiries
Survey,
or
which is
require
the title
assistance,
that we are
please
so
don't
proud of.
hesitate to reach out
And
to
for the
us.
business school, we
So
are
until next
also ranked
time,
a
have a
five-star
fantastic
university,
day and
like I
see you
just
very soon.
like explained
Yeah, thank you everyone.
earlier.
Yeah, thank
that
you everyone for
teaching
joining.
quality and employability are the two main focus. And then for the business school, we also are accredited by many famous organizations such as ACCA, NCMI or AACSB or Business Graduate Association. And our degree for the business school are indeed globally recognized. So students can use any type of like our degree to apply for any job in anywhere else in the world. Okay, next one, please. And then what make a difference? Like I just like repeated constantly that we are focused on practice, practical business application, and we focus on employability and engage with big like corporation in terms of businesses. And we have some special offer that I will like emphasize later in the webinar. But we are because we are what make a difference. We are focused on employability and flexibility. How to have students to get a job in the UK after graduation. That is gonna be number one focus of the University of Law Business School. And yes, next please. And talking about our courses, talking about our partner brands, we are currently strategic partnership with a lot of big and famous corporations. Yes, like Morgan and McKinley, NatWest, Deloitte, Alibaba Cloud, Deutsche Banks. And yes, our students, they won't have a lot of chance
to get exposed to those organizations by being referred by the University of Law. They can get like coming to their office on a field trip, or they can be referred to apply for an internship, a part-time job, or even a full-time job, which is such a wonderful opportunities for the student. Yeah. So this is what make it different.
Thanks, Ander. So the business school at ULaw is indeed a well-accredited, reputable school with strong industry partnerships. So now can you provide our audience with more in-depth information about the undergraduate as well as graduate courses offered by the business school and the admissions requirements?
Yes, thank you. So in general, the University of Law Business School, we have teach from a bachelor degree and master degree, which is very popular for international students when it comes to study in the UK. So I will start with undergraduate business courses. So we have many popular options for the student to choose, such as like business management, or with marketing, or even like with law, or accounting, or finance. And the entry requirement for international students in general, we won't require them to study foundation program. If they, because the entry requirement is different based on the applicant